back for another episode of Get a Load of This. From the Silver Creek Studios, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
Hey, this is Joe.
What's happening?
What is up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
That was loud. Sorry.
Well, yeah.
You're peaking the meters.
I know it. I have a tendency to do that. So we are kind of flying blind on this one again.
Yeah.
We tend to do this a lot lately. If you got any ideas for shit you want to hear about, or you want to hear our opinions on, or you want to get pissed off about something, drop us a line on the social media stuff. At Load This Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or send us an email, loadthispodcast@gmail.com. Yeah. So what we're going to talk about, we don't know yet. We're going to see how this goes. But we do have an official beer.
It's time for another...
Before we get into the official beer of this episode, this is the episode after a landmark episode.
That's right.
We went ahead and did episode 50.
50.
And with no
We
fanfare.
forgot to even mention it.
Yeah.
Came and went.
That's how natural this shit comes to us. We just fucking coast right through it.
We like a fart in the night.
Yeah, we just puke through. Could be 30, could be 50, could be 119. We don't know.
But, so we had episode 50. This is 51.
Yeah.
And the official beer of episode number 51 is Coors Banquet.
Coors.
I don't even know what their
Banquet
catchphase is.
It's better than nothing.
Better than
you want to get drunk, don't you?
Better than urine.
I don't know. Well, I'll have to wait to see about that. Coors.
So we tend to keep going down this. We did Miller Lite first, right? Which was
High Life.
Our High Life. Okay, so all three that we've done here have been
classic beers,
full flavored.
Yeah,
not
no light beer yet.
Yeah.
It's coming. We'll do some light beer.
Yeah.
How about we do one that's worth drinking?
Well, you don't know. Joe, when's the last time you had a Coors Banquet beer?
I'm going to venture to say never.
Well,
See,
there you go. This may be your new favorite beer.
This might be a crowning achievement.
Let's go into.
Let's go in hot. What?
Hot? No, let's go into this with an open mind. You said crowning and made me go back to the beer bottle.
Oh, Jesus.
That crowning.
He's crowning again.
It's crusting. Get a drill. All
right,
so
we
let's
just
do
popped
the awkward drink here.
Yep.
All right, cheers, gentlemen.
Oh, it smells like shit. Oh, God. I guess it's all right.
It's
I mean,
fine.
It's not terrible. No.
It's good.
It's fine. It's good.
It's good.
Well, I think
if it's not Bud Light, you hate it. We have yet to find a beer he likes that's not Bud Light.
What is there another beer that you like, Jim?
I like Budweiser.
Okay. Well, it's a full flavored beer.
I do want to I want to have that on sometime soon because I don't remember the last time I had a Budweiser.
I like
Just
Budweiser.
A straight Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Corona.
Yeah.
I think Corona's good, but I want the lime.
Right. So now we got to bring a cutting board and a knife and all that stuff.
I'll do that.
Now, can you compare this to something else? How did you?
I think it compares to what we drank
to the
last
rest of
week.
that $8.99 12-pack shit.
Well, this was a little more expensive than that. It was
Wow.
it was $6 something. I've also bought it at a gas station because I didn't want to buy a 12-pack, and the only place I could find a 6-pack was at the gas station. But yeah, so $6 something for a 6-pack of the
That's
stubby
over
of the
$1
stubby
a
bottles,
beer.
right? So I think it is a premium beer. I don't think it's a wildly popular beer.
Well, I bet in Denver it is. This is all. You get close to the Rockies.
Golden
Air's
Colorado.
thinner up there, and
Yeah.
they're just. I don't think they think right. Is what it is.
Now they're all high.
They're
just
all
thirsty.
high
They're
as
parched.
fuck. They're like it's like elk piss. That's what this is.
Not only is terrible, I think it compares right up there with most full flavor beers. It has a different taste. I think it's a little sweeter, honestly.
Yeah.
Than the PBR or than the High
Well,
Life.
I'll tell you what. That second drink did just sit me down. That first one welcomed me in. But that second one sat me down. Maybe the third one will turn on TV for me.
Yeah, maybe.
It's kind of like
be careful.
It's got a little richer aftertaste, like that lasts a little longer. It seems like, and you kind of get that.
Like if someone shit in your mouth while you slept.
I like that.
That's what it tastes like.
And I didn't do any research on it. I know you didn't have a chance to either, Jared. But I
was
think
surprised
it's
by
pretty high in calories and carbs and all that stuff. It's a heavy beer. It's definitely it's right up there with Bud Heavy, and
it's as heavy as like no shit. They ain't lying.
What do you got?
It's 147 calories, 11.7 carbs.
It's like eating a loaf of bread.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what the stuff. And it's a 5-0 beer.
No.
Yeah.
Well, so we drink all 6 of these, and we'll have a buzz.
But if you're getting full flavored, like we can get 5-0 beer.
Yeah.
We get 5-0 Budweiser and Bud Light. But like when I was out on the East Coast,
it's all a 3-2 beer.
3-2 beer.
Yeah.
You can't drink it fast enough.
Right. No, this is good. To stay on the Coors topic, another thing is that I am a sucker for the packaging.
Right.
I do like
So
they
these
have
are the
this
stubby bottles,
old
right?
school look to it. I don't know if that's what they originally looked like, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a good package.
So they say you can drink this while you're eating a banquet.
I don't
I
know.
forget where
I
the
don't know
banquet
why.
term
Yeah, we
came
should
from.
Google that real quick.
Yeah,
but,
we didn't do any homework.
But
We're reading the bottle. That's why we're all
struggling to read it. We can't hold the bottle far enough away
Adolf
Coors.
Yeah, I know. We've
a lot
got
of Germans came over here and started
right.
peddling their wares,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
Seems like having Adolf in the branding marketing. It probably
It was
wasn't a
Adolphus
smart idea.
Bush. Yeah.
Right. Adolphus has a different ring to it than
Yeah,
Adolf.
no. Right, I agree.
Right.
But I mean, that's like Mike to them.
But it's in the
Adolf
fine
was
print.
probably found in Coors before the Adolf was really doing anything too
sure.
crazy, you know.
Probably.
Back
so.
when the
Still, by
swastika
now-
was still okay.
I mean,
Yeah, that looks like a Chinese throwing star.
if your beer was founded by someone named Saddam, you generally don't
Right.
keep that in your marketing. But
Yeah. I don't know. No, it's a good beer.
It's
I
not
don't,
bad.
I don't hate it. I think it's right up there with the others that we've
it does
we've
have a
tested
sweeter
here.
finish to it.
It's better than Pabst.
Yeah.
That, to quote Ryan, that was swill. That was just, that's not good.
So
this is not bad.
another option on the table that we might do down the road is my dad's favorite beer nowadays is Molson Canadian.
I do think
And
we
he
should
went
try
up
that.
to Niagara Falls 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Let me back up. First, he had pancreatitis, and doctor said, "Hey, you need to stop drinking beer." And he said, "Oh, okay.
I'll switch to Canadian.
I'll stop drinking beer." So he was drinking like Busch NA, and he was drinking like non-alcoholic beer. He's a true beer drinker. He likes beer, so he was drinking non-alcoholic stuff, and he was doing fine. And it really didn't need an alcoholic beer. And he went up to Niagara Falls, close enough to Canada, and I think they actually went over the border, and he started come back. All he drinks now is most.
Yeah, I've
and it's
seen him
not
drinking it.
It's not a cheap habit.
Really?
Because you got to go. You don't pick that shit up at the
Right.
fucking Walmart.
No.
You know.
No, the Moose has to bring that down. That's all mounted police.
Now, speaking
Abe?
of Molson, Coors and the Coors that we're drinking, that's
Right.
the same company,
yeah,
right?
now they're all owned
Molson
by
Coors.
the same folks now.
Yeah, I think
Well,
they're
Miller,
almost.
Molson, Coors. I mean, yeah, it's all.
And then
just,
AB InBev bought all of that and then sort of split it up.
Well,
so I don't know.
Did AB InBev?
Well, I thought we saw
Yeah.
AB InBev bought
South
Miller.
African Brewers.
bought SAB Miller and then sold the Miller part to
I
Coors,
think so.
but kept a bunch of the other SAB Miller.
They're all in
or
bed
SAB
together.
stuff.
So are we going to have to like do a Modelo and all that shit?
Yeah.
You gotta force that down my
Eventually.
throat.
Modelo Negra.
Dude, do you want an island? These are things we got to do. We got to sacrifice the body just a little bit.
Oh, Jesus, that's true. I'm done.
What I definitely want to make sure we do coming up is that new copper lager with the Budweiser Jim Beam
Yeah.
partnership. I
Should
think
we
it
get
comes
a
out
bottle of
next
Jim
month.
and just do some
Might
shots?
as well, right?
I'll tell you what, if you guys ever want to try it,
We're gonna
we
have to
should
call
do
an
a-
Uber. We should do a whiskey tasting.
Yeah, well, if we're
Or
going to do
bourbon
that.
tasting, I guess, would be more
Stubborn
appropriate.
German's got a ton of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that Old Monroe,
Yeah.
that's the shiznit right there.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to try a whiskey it's good, but it's got legs, is that Jim Beam Devil's Cut.
Okay.
That shit will,
You say he's got legs, means he'll fuck you up.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's
What's
a
her
dandy.
name that's in the marketing for that?
Oh, yeah. What is her name?
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Yeah, yeah,
Kunis,
yeah. Anything she's attached to is probably pretty good.
Yeah, can't be all that bad.
I bet. Ashton Kutcher, huh? Is that what you was thinking? Just a roundabout way. Now
Yeah.
he's got his trifecta.
That guy's
Ashton
led a
and
life,
Rick
hasn't
Ankiel.
he? Ashton
Can you
Kutcher?
imagine his bullshit ways? He fell ass backwards into that TV show.
Mhm.
Well, and then, Demi, who still looks good.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Bruce
Yes,
Willis roast?
Yeah, she looked great.
Was
Yeah,
she on there?
She looked amazing.
She looked
Yeah.
really good. I was. In
Is-
fact,
are
I
they
was
still
really-
together?
No,
No. Ashton Kutcher, I mean.
No,
And
no,
Demi,
Ashton's with
is
Mila.
with
now.
Mila.
Oh, yeah.
They got 2 kids.
Okay. I guess I forgot
Try to keep
that.
up, Jared.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I guess Demi, I don't know what she's doing. Nothing. Nobody.
Raising them girls.
Yeah, and then And Bruce
Do you know
is
when she
single, as far as I can tell.
No, they kept showing his wife.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe I didn't realize it was his wife. Oh no, he mentioned her. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
He said she was sitting there with the girls.
Yeah.
Do you know what little known fact about Demi Moore? Maybe you know. I don't know. So she left Hollywood to raise her daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Moved to Utah.
Bought a ranch or something like that. Yeah.
Sure, whatever.
Right.
You know, she had a little money laying around.
She got some coins.
So she gave a little bit of money to Danny DeVito to invest into, and she co-produced a small film called Austin Powers.
No shit.
And she made ungodly amounts of money off of just bullshitting around, and she put money into the original Austin Powers.
Huh.
And then it turned into that.
And apparently Danny DeVito did as well. And
Danny DeVito did. Well, Danny DeVito, you wouldn't even be able to. I bet he couldn't count all the money, and if they made $1,000 bills, he couldn't count all his money.
He's just living a different kind of life.
He's so diversified. He's in so many different things.
You think about how long that guy's been around too. I mean, Taxi. Yeah, I mean that was in the late 70s, 77, 8, whatever when that started.
And he was big then.
And he was a superstar then from because of Taxi.
Can you really say that Danny DeVito is diversified though? He's pretty much the same character in everything.
Not his acting. I'm talking about his financials, investments.
Oh, okay.
He's all over the place. I mean, he's into all kinds of stuff. He does all kinds of movie producing. He's one of the major producers for Always Sunny,
right?
Which is an unbelievable show. I think it's going into its 13th season. My brother watches it religiously.
That long, really? It's been on that long? Wow.
And that was two college kids that
just fucking around.
Made a show, and I think he's seen that and got into it. He's like, well, I want to be on it. And he did, and they were like, hell yeah.
Well, that's another point about Danny DeVito. He's still married to Rhea Perlman, the Carla from Cheers, and she's a fine actress, and I'm sure she's a lot of fun to hang out with.
Sure.
Danny, same. They're not very attractive people.
No. Have you ever seen a Family Guy?
No.
Rhea Perlman's leaving, and he goes, "It's me or no one else." Just turns around and puts her bags back.
Well, that's what I was going to say. They're probably not attracting a whole lot of other
candidates. But DeVito's got enough money that he could go find a trophy if he wanted to.
Well, sure.
Yeah, he could go find a dozen of them if he wanted to.
Could you imagine if the Danny DeVito, Rhea Perlman sex tape came out?
Oh, God, no.
God.
And it's like perfectly well lit and everything. The production value is just off the charts.
His production company was behind it.
Are you sure this was an accident, Danny? No, we just left the cell phone on.
I'm almost puking now.
Okay.
It makes me nostalgic for
favorite
the Coors
Danny DeVito movies.
Favorite Danny DeVito.
Twins is off top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twins is awesome.
What? Well, Romancing. Was it Romancing the Stone or the sequel?
And
Jewel of the Nile.
He was in both.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Those are good.
Lost my. What did he say? He's crawling under the table. I lost my Angostino. No, he's
Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh yeah, Owen loves his mama.
That was a good one. With the mama from Goonies too. Yeah.
Right.
Well, the criminal.
Yeah.
Mama was
right.
the mama criminal.
But she was a great actress. I think she passed away.
She did. Yeah.
Soon after Throw Mama.
Is that right?
And that movie,
I feel like it. Yeah.
That movie was probably the first dark comedy I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Well, because you figure it was Billy Crystal and Danny DeVito. I always thought, it's going to be just hilarious, just a laugh, right?
But it wasn't.
Yeah, it is pretty dark.
Is What About Bob kind of the same as Throw Mama from the Train?
No.
Well, I mean, because it's psychologically challenged people that don't know when to leave someone alone.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, I guess the Danny DeVito and the Bill Murray part are both...
They're kind of the same character-ish. Obviously not. They're very different movies. But same. I think a similar type of... whatever. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Batman Returns, where he's the
penguin. Which I do like him as
casting.
Cobblepot.
Chester
Oswald Cobblepot.
Oswald Cobblepot. Yeah. Runs for mayor.
Nerd.
What else? He's had some huge things, right? What else has he been in?
I don't know. Well, let's
IMDb this shit.
Google.
He was in
here.
Get Shorty.
I liked him in that.
There's a TV show coming out that's Get Shorty now too.
I
don't know if it's going to be any good, but
concept or whatever.
Yeah, it's
producer.
The same
well,
concept.
it's got Ray Romano in it as
as Shelley.
whatever.
Yeah, what's his name? Shelley Palmer.
Yeah. Oh, he's the like Travolta character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the previews for it. It looks like he's he's gonna do fine. I mean, I think Ray Romano is a good enough actor that he can pull it off.
Have you ever seen Funny People with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when Seth Rogen and Ray Romano are sitting there while Adam Sandler and Eminem are at the restaurant.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my God! So they're bullshitting, and it's after he finds out he's not sick anymore, and Eminem's like, "What the fuck are you gonna do now, man? You know what's going on now?" He goes, "It's kind of all for nothing now, isn't it?" and he goes, "And who the fuck is that? Who keeps looking over here?" And he goes, "Well, that's my assistant, Ira, and that's Ray Romano." He goes, "Who?" He's like, "Ray, everybody loves Raymond, Ray Romano." He goes, "The fuck you looking at? Nobody loves you." Eminem's great.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got?
So, apparently his first movie credit may have been uncredited, but it's movies that we've never heard of. Deadly Hero, The Money, Car Wash. His scenes are deleted, it says. World's Greatest Lover. I'm pretty sure he wasn't the title.
Maybe that was
the lead
the thing.
role. The Van, which probably is awesome. He was in a Starsky and Hutch episode.
Played Fireplug Left.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Going South. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to find Taxi
get to
here.
something we recognize.
Yeah, no, nothing. I mean, there's the whole
to like
70s.
1986.
So 78 was when Taxi started. He played Louis De Palma in 114 episodes. So 78 to 83. He was in Terms of Endearment, which I've never seen. My mother loves it. But a tearjerker movie. I don't know what his name title. Or not his title, his character was Vernon Dollart. I'd never seen the movie. So those out there that have, probably like, oh, yeah, he was awesome. Romancing the Stone. Johnny Dangerously.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was the crooked DA.
Yeah.
And Johnny gives him the smoking jacket that's red and then lets a bull into the place. That's how he gets killed.
So then, let's see. Jewel of the Nile, Head Office, never heard of. Happily Ever After. It looks like a cartoon. Yeah, a bunch of shit. He was in a Billy Ocean music video.
That was
when the
going
gets
tough, the tough get going. When the going gets rough.
He was in Wise Guys with Joe Piscopo, which was a shitty movie, but I do remember that movie. Ruthless People, which was a hit. It was a big movie.
He was in
Tin Men. Tin Men
Hoffa.
was...
He was in Hoffa. He was the guy in the diner who was like having the conversation during all the flashbacks. Or whatever.
Yep.
Was he in JFK? He wasn't in one of those fuck scenes.
No, but he was in
They all wear
Hoffa. And
powered
you know what? If
wigs.
you think about it, that was probably one of his best performances.
He was really good in that.
He was very good in it.
I keep thinking Joe Pesci, too. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the War of the Roses,
Painted gold and
Yeah,
I don't know what he did.
powdered wigs, and they're just a twister version of cocks everywhere. It was just terrible.
He's never been like the big star in
I don't know.
any movie.
Twins.
Well, Twins is probably the only one, and but I'm going through these. I mean, Junior, Felony, Get Shorty, Space Jam, Matilda. I mean, he's never really been.
Matilda.
The fuck did he play in Space Jam? The ball?
His name was just a voice role. Swackhammer was his name.
Swackhammer.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
which is oddly enough my porn name.
But I mean, I guess maybe
Swackhammer.
Hoffa and Twins. He had those were big roles. I mean, but yeah, he's never been like the male lead in anything, and he has thrown together one hell of a career and one hell of a fortune.
But that's what I'm saying. Well,
that,
and then he's been in Sunny in Philadelphia for
Right.
years,
Yeah,
all of them.
Right.
So he's been in that longer than he was Taxi.
Yeah, you're right.
And I would say probably this generation coming up only know him for that.
Oh, yeah.
Austin Powers in Goldmember, his character was
Mini-Me.
Danny DeVito / famous Mini-Me.
Right.
Nice.
He was apparently in an episode of Friends, too. So, yeah, who knows?
He was a male stripper in Friends.
Jesus Christ. You know some shit, man. Anyway, I'm done looking
That's
at
right.
IMDb.
And he got all
The
sad because they
long
would.
arm of the law.
More recently, Deck the Halls, a Christmas movie where...
Him and Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, so I guess maybe that was a lead role, co-lead role. Let's see, Housebroken. That's 2009.
Oh well, we've
Anyway,
we've beaten his ass to death.
So your favorite is Twins?
I'd say Twins.
I'd say that'd be right up there. But now that I remember Hoffa,
Yeah,
I
mean,
think his performance in that was probably better than most.
I think he just sat on a stool the whole time and
I never seen
well,
it.
he had to make phone calls. He had to get up and make the phone calls, and
I never seen it.
That's really good.
Hoffa's
Actually,
a good movie. Nicholson,
It insists
DeVito.
on itself.
Yeah,
I like the Money Pit.
yeah. Anyway, so
All right.
we got a
Coors
fucking
Banquet
DeVito, and
not
Because you know
too
what?
bad.
And so we had that lowbrow shit beer last week, and then jumped on John Candy's dick for an hour.
that's right.
We were
Now
talking
on
about
Danny DeVito.
socialism with PBR.
Yeah.
Well, because PBR has some type of following or had some type
we
of
should
following.
not give any more time to that derelict shit beer. Don't even talk about it. I know. I see you still drinking them.
Still nursing
Well,
one
he's
over
still
here.
got like 9 of them left. He's
Yeah, I
so
bought
they
a
gotta
12
go
pack,
somewhere.
and you fuckers won't drink it. So
No. I can't believe with your newfound addiction you haven't slammed through all of them in the bathroom while you're, hold on, I'm just washing my hair.
they're almost gone.
Point of order. I was pretty hard on old PBR and their played out blue ribbon.
Mhm.
Apparently they've won some championships
See?
pretty recently. But then again, so is Coors, so is Budweiser,
So did Blockbuster
so
Video.
have a lot of companies have won,
1988.
but they're not out there, riding out the 1897 world champion ribbon,
But you still got the king of beers, right? Budweiser, the king of beers.
That's
Well,
the-
what
they
if they
are.
aren't? I don't think they are anymore.
Well,
They're
that's
number
just-
3.
that's just
Are you
marketing.
trying?
That's the
Okay, you're right.
champagne of
Elvis hasn't
beers.
put anything out in a long time.
Yeah.
He's still the king.
Oh, there's a topic for us. The Queen of Soul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aretha is in very very bad shape.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I love Aretha Franklin.
Sure.
I mean everything. I mean she was awesome, and you know
You
what?
better think
She was
about what
inducted
you're trying to do to me.
into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before the Beatles.
That's just bullshit.
You'd think, right?
Sacrilege.
No, she's American. It's our
It's our
thing.
Hall of Fame, rock and roll. Tell me the Beatles aren't in the.
I mean, they were.
Well,
It was,
they
like, it was
are.
2
Right.
years before the
That's what I'm
Beatles
saying.
winning or whatever. But
Bullshit.
yeah, no, she's been on my mind, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I heard
You're
the
worried
news.
about her? What's
Well,
I don't
mean,
know what's going on.
She's in hospital. I think
sick.
she has like pancreatic cancer. Or
Oh,
something
that's
like
not
that.
good.
But she's kept it all very under wraps. She
went on hospice.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad about it today. She
Yeah.
went on hospice.
She,
like yesterday.
She's kind of kept all of her health issues over the past 15, 20 years. She's had a lot. She's kept them very tight-lipped. She doesn't talk about her health, and she still tries to. Up until probably about a year ago, she was trying to do shows and tour and.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I think what did it say? She's 76?
76.
Yeah. And I was like, man, that's just, I don't know. She's had such a long career, and she's been in the public vernacular for
and
so
her,
many
and
years.
her pedigree is so.
Yeah, I mean,
And
there's
she
a
taught
lot of
me
people.
how to spell.
yeah, just one word.
One word.
One word.
And you say it again. It's too fast. Take
No,
out
yeah.
ECT. Oh, sock it to me.
Those aren't letters.
Yeah.
No, anyway, yeah. Godspeed to Aretha. Is she the Queen of Soul? Right? She's the Queen of Soul,
Is
right?
that
She's
like
not
an
the
official
god-
title?
Yeah. Well, like
She's the godmother of.
no, she wasn't
No,
the godmother.
the godmother would
The
be
godfather of Soul was
James.
was James Brown.
And the godmother of cocaine is Griselda Blanca.
The fuck?
So, I don't know
We're
where
just
you...
gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I can't dispute it. I can't
Yeah,
that's true.
confirm it.
Look it
Sounds
up.
right to me.
Sometimes Joe just brings out some knowledge that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just got to go with it.
June 12th, 1979, Miami, Florida, Dadeland Mall, Crown Liquor. Look it up.
What
It's
is
the
it?
beginning of the cocaine wars in Miami.
And what was her name?
Griselda Blanca.
Huh.
She died in Medellin. She got killed in Medellin, Colombia. What is that, Colombia?
Yeah. Okay.
And she got out of jail, and then she went there, and they killed her on a
Man.
motorcycle.
You watch a lot of those documentaries on the cocaine, the drug wars, and stuff like
I
that.
think it's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I would have been, 1979, I'd have been 4. My brother would have been just born. And Miami at that time was a metropolis. My dad could have been working on houses in Miami just as easy as he was in St. Louis.
Right.
And they were killing people left and right all the time. I mean, there were traffic jams all the time in Miami just because people were getting shot.
The drug wars.
And dying on the highway.
Yeah. Have you seen that? What's the movie with Tom Cruise? American.
Oh yeah,
something.
But that's
but I want to see that.
American made. It's awesome, but I know that story from
documentaries.
One, that
how
dude,
close is that movie to it? Or,
one, the dude was fat and short and looked nothing like him.
well, Tom Cruise is short, from what I hear.
Yeah, but he's Tom Cruise. He's
Right.
he's still Swans.
Yeah.
I don't know as far as him having all of that money and everything like he did in that movie. I don't know if he had that money like that. And I also don't know from what I've seen in documentaries if he had the freedom that he had.
Right.
I think he was a TWA pilot that got caught smuggling dope, and then he lost his job, and then he started flying
for the cartel.
Right. And then got caught. And then they were like, we'll just keep flying. The only truth that I seen that I knew was true from documentaries and then from that movie was the cameras being there, and they actually caught all them high-ranking officials.
Right. Yeah, after I watched the movie, I looked it up like on Wikipedia, and you're right. There's some of the pictures
are identical.
Yeah, they're
and
factual.
It was also true that, and he's in those pictures as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Reagan went on national TV and showed those pictures.
Yeah.
And that all was true.
Yeah.
And that was his downfall. And that's what, it's not that it was downfall, but the CIA ended up kind of wiping their hands of him. And then he had a smaller, I guess it's in the movie, he had like a smaller charge on him. And the judge ordered him to stay in a halfway house. Well, then everybody knew who he was going to be.
Yeah,
so
that's where he got off.
That's where he got killed in front of.
I guess I won't watch that movie now.
No, fuck. I mean, if you'd ever watched the
watch
documentary,
it. Watch the documentary.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
it's a solid
movie.
movie.
It is a good movie. I watched it with my bride, and I said, I know this story. It's a great story.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. And it was a good movie, but knowing the story, yeah.
See, it makes you wonder. Like, you watch movies. I can take this in a lot of different directions, but you watch movies about something that happened in the late 70s, early 80s, and you're like, is there anything going on like that now? That 20 years from now or 30 years from now, we're going to watch a movie and be like, holy shit, that was happening in Detroit?
Did I tell you about the Monopoly shit?
What do you mean?
The McDonald's
Monopoly thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that a little bit.
That shit's they're going to be a movie. There'll be a movie. Well, you know who already wants to do it? Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Right. Okay.
But I go with the same thing. It's like cars, right? You look at cars. I have a 68 Pontiac. Joe has a 71 Oldsmobile.
72
Oldsmobile. My bad. Thank you. And
I have a 2013 Honda Civic.
Right, but we look at like the 57 Chevy Bel Air. We look at there's a lot of cars. The Boat Tail Rivieras, that are just iconic cars that everybody looks at them like, oh man, that's a classic. That's just an absolute classic.
Sure.
Is there a car in our last 20 years?
Oh yeah,
that is going to be 20 years from now is going to be a classic.
Yep, I'll tell you.
Okay, go.
Hellcats.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
all right. How about this? Let me put some parameters
obviously.
around it. Yeah, they're cool, and the new Camaros are cool.
I just feel like
ZL1 Camaros.
I feel like 2 years from now they're going to come out with something else.
But let's go
better.
before GM and Chrysler decided to basically not reinvent, but they reinvented those classic styles, and like say take 1980 early through 2004.
Well, I think in the 80s you still had your G bodies, so your Monte Carlo SSs. They're popular.
No, you're right.
You're
right.
All through the 80s, your Fox body Mustangs are always going to have a niche with people.
Yeah.
Corvette people are Corvette people are Corvette people. They're always going to be.
They're always
there.
going to be there.
It doesn't matter.
But do you think if someone rolled up in a 87 Tempo that was an 87 Ford Tempo that
Cherry.
was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Completely restored. Then we'd be like, "Oh my god, that's an 87 tempo."
I think you'd have that reaction for about 10 seconds, and then you'd move on and be
okay,
like,
so
it's a fucking tempo.
if you really want to, I got two things. One, AMCs are still out there all the time. Those are ugly vehicles.
Right.
They're still a niche. People love them.
There's a guy that comes in town here, always comes to show the green, was it green Pacer? No, it's not Pacer.
Yeah, it is a Pacer. It's an AMC Pacer. It's a Gremlin.
No, it's a Gremlin, yeah.
I was at a car show Sunday with my father. And
I forgot to ask you about that. Yeah.
So 11, I would say 2010 and up, Ford Fusions pull up.
Why?
And they're a car club, and they won a trophy.
Did they have their own class?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. That show was run like shit. I'm sure that I told my dad, I ain't never going to this shit again. The only good thing is my dad did get an invitation to the best of the best with the Galaxy. So
right on. Good for him.
So that shows
is nuts, though, man. It's a really nice car. But really, Ford Fusions, and none of them were done up or anything. They all look just like. Well, that's why I said it looked like a used car lot. The front line. They were clean. I mean,
some were. Fuck, my dad walked by. I love my dad. He's great. He has absolutely zero filter. So we're walking by, and he sees a sail panel on this Fusion. And it looked like somebody just punched the shit out of it. And he goes, "Look at this shit. Look at this. He goes, what the hell is this doing here?" And the guy's standing right there looking at him.
He just doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't care.
That's good. But yeah, I mean, I've been to car shows where I've seen like brand new cars or relatively
this
new
show
cars.
was full of brand new cars.
And that kind of pisses me off because there's a lot of people there that put, well, your dad's Galaxy, for example, had put over a year and a half.
3 years we built that car.
Okay, so 3 years of effort, a lot of welding. I mean, rotisserie restoration, frame off, just everything done to the nines. And then you got someone rolling up in an '08 Fusion that they just pulled a French fry out of the console.
Right.
You know?
In fact, some asshole, I walked by when they were judging it, and he still had his Gatorade bottle in the fucking cup holder. I was just like, what a douche.
Yeah.
But they're out there. The thing that I applaud of it is I don't like the car. I don't like but I like the fact that they're enthusiastic.
Yeah, sure.
I like the fact that they've come together.
Yeah.
And they're representing what they like. I don't like it. I think it's stupid.
Well, one of our neighbors was all about the Cavaliers, the smaller little compact. It looked like a neon. I don't know what the body style was.
People are all about neons too.
Yeah, but the Cavalier, was it the Z body? What was that?
Well, there was a Z24 Cavalier, which 2.4
this
liter.
This was later than that, though. This was the little compact bubbly Cavalier.
Right, but they had Z24s in there.
Did they have in those too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was a fan of those. When I was in high school and junior high, I always said, oh, man, I want the Z24. It had that silver,
my wife had one.
Ground effect on the side. Looking back on it, it was like, why the fuck did I want that car?
She traded that car, and it was a great car. It was a 5-speed, and it was a beautiful. It was blue with the silver ground effects.
Did it have the checkerboard wheels? The wheels,
the
center
probably.
of the wheel had
I don't recall, but she traded it in because she wanted a convertible, and she traded it in on like an '88 Chrysler LeBaron convertible.
Nice.
Those were popular too.
It was
they were huge.
But they were everywhere.
It was a there was nothing that worked.
A
Dodge
on Shadow ES convertible. Every fucking girl I ever met wanted one of them.
I could kick her right now for getting rid of that Cavalier. I think that Cavalier, the Z24, was that could be. I would go.
If you saw one of those in mint condition now, it would be a collectible.
There's the guy in town. The guy in town that does the upholstery.
Yeah.
He's got a 93 or a 94 convertible Z24. Cool. It's all red with a white top and white interior.
So I guess you proved my point that there's a lot of cars out there that are desirable.
It just has to happen, right? It just has to be one of those things.
Some nostalgia for somebody.
Well, that's what it is. It has to have something for somebody. I knew a kid that had an 88 Tempo 2-door, 215s in the back. Rolled around just romping like it was no tomorrow. Yeah. And I'm sure if he's seen another one that looked really cool, he'd be all about, man, that was a fun car.
This guy I used to work in a kitchen with an Italian restaurant. His name's nondescript enough that I can say. His name was Danny Thompson.
Wow, and he went on to great things.
Yeah, well, I think he did actually. We'll cover that off there. I don't want to give away too much.
St. Jude.
No, this guy,
Different Danny Thomas.
he had a tempo. It was brown or beige, I guess, and I don't know if it was 86, 87 or whatever. But he had put an aftermarket stereo in it, but it still had the 2 knobs, and he had some new speakers. So it was a 2-knob stereo, and but he didn't know how to mount it. So he hooked all the wires up, or whatever, but he just kind of set it in the compartment, right?
Nice.
And every time I get in the car with him, he's always fucking with because he had no knobs on it. And I'm like, dude, why don't you get knobs? Why don't you mount that and get knobs on it? He goes, well, I don't know how to mount it. I got to buy a bracket. And he goes, I got knobs. I got a whole console full of knobs. But every time I put them on it, they pop off there and they hit me in the head. He goes, I can't drive with fucking knobs popping off in my head. I'm like, dude, you're an idiot. I was like, just go buy the bracket, you know? But he, that's my Danny Thompson story. He was a funny fucking dude. But yeah, it was a tape deck. Wasn't even.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it had to be a tape deck because if it was a CD player, some bitch would have skipped all hell.
Yeah, no,
you'd have never got to the first song.
It's like he'd have to pull it up, and he had something that like he would like clip it on so that it wouldn't slide back into the thing. But he hit the wrong bump, that thing it would fall back into the
oh shit
into the center column, and the knobs would pop off at him in the face. It's funny shit. At least for me, it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Did you guys do the whole pimping out your stereo in your car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, speakers and everything.
Well, I did. I didn't do the 15s or anything, or 10s or anything like that. I had just speakers that fit. But I had buddies that did the full deal. I had a new head unit, a Pioneer, Super Tuner, pull out. I had to pull out, and I had the removable face, too. I had
I had both of them.
But you probably had subs.
I had subs in 2 cars. Yeah, 2. And I want to get subs for my Cutlass, but eventually I will.
Right.
I had them in my Trans Am. My first Trans Am, I had them in that. I had 2 10s in that, and then I had 2 12s in my Geo Tracker briefly, and then they cut the top and stole them.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Did everything rattle in those cars?
Oh, yeah.
But you didn't hear it whenever you listened to the tunes.
Yeah.
Just everybody outside heard every bolt rattle.
Oh, no. Like, I dynamated the back of my license plate and shit like that because I didn't like to hear that. No.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit, but I mean, yeah, your interior pieces would rattle. I mean, they would rattle a little bit, but
you didn't care.
No, I did not care. And then
I guess guys still do that. I mean, I hear cars every once in a while.
Well, I hear it a lot more now than it used to be. The thing of it is for years
I don't hear it as much now as I did in the like mid '90s or whatever.
Come on up and stay at Florissant for a
well,
while.
okay,
right.
Be up there.
Yeah. Everybody's bumping up there pretty good. But music got back to that low bass sound. And I would say from about 2000 to, I would say, almost now, it didn't have that low end bass like we used to listen to.
Right.
And now it does again. So that shit's
Hell,
cool.
I got 110 in my trunk right now with a 500 watt amp on it.
There you go.
I'm ghetto.
Do you really?
Yeah, I seen it when I.
It's because
is that stock?
That car comes with a sub stock, like an 8-inch, and it's total shit. Like the bass on that, and it's a upgraded sound system on that SI model.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be all high watt and thumping. It's terrible. Like the sub I have is just to give it adequate low end. It's not to give it any kind of like thumping. I mean, I guess I could turn it up and juice it.
See, I haven't had a car, and I go through a lot of cars. As Joe knows that I've owned quite a few since the 90s. I've never had one that the stock stereo wasn't sufficient. Since my first car.
But the thing of it is you think that until you have the other way.
Yeah.
And then when you have it the other way, there's no stock stereo. You shouldn't be able to turn your stereo all the way up.
I can't. I would be afraid in my truck right now, in my Ram.
Me?
Well,
I'd be afraid to blow a speaker.
What I was going to say is
to us all the way up.
I would imagine especially with more of your recent vehicles, the stock stereo is pretty good.
They are
and
pretty
I know
good, don't
a
get
few
me wrong.
friends of mine have Forerunners and some other, that it's stock, but it's like the upgraded Bose or whatever, and they sound phenomenal. So I wouldn't, if I was one of them, spend $1,000 on upgrading the stereo when you already got. You probably spent $3,500 to get the stock.
My wife's car's been in the shop for a month and a half.
Yeah, what
now.
the fuck? How is that possible?
And it's because of two things. First one was the blind spot sensors, all the backup sensors, all that shit was wacky, and so they replaced a bunch of shit, and it took them forever to do that. But now the other thing is that the stereo, and it's touchscreen, it's a Chrysler, and the touchscreen was blacking out and just going off. And she'd park her car, turn the car off, open the door, go to get out in the fucking stereo, it'd still be on. And she's like, yeah, that's not right. And so she had to actually take pictures of it, take it to the dealership to get them to cover it under warranty. So that's what's taken so long. It took them like an extra 3 weeks to get the stereo ordered. Apparently they just don't have those laying around. And anyway, that stereo came in today. They installed it. No sound. So they're like, well, what the fuck? So they get the old stereo, put it back in, no sound. They're like, well, it must be the amplifier. So now they have to order an amplifier, and it's back ordered. And I'm like, you've had my car for a month and a half, and she's driving it's not a bad car. She's driving a Jeep.
It's a
Cherokee.
toilet.
It's better than what she had. What was the loaner before that?
It was a Jeep thing.
Was a
you wouldn't
Patriot.
understand.
Yeah, I think it was a Patriot or something like that. It was a 200. It was a Chrysler 200 is what she had.
Yeah. This thing she's got now,
it's a Cherokee. It's not loaded by any means,
right.
But it could be worse.
Right.
Well, yeah, they could have just gave her a bus pass.
Right.
Enjoy.
But she's been driving it. She's like, I just want to hit 2,000 miles on this car. I just want to put 2,000 on it just to stick it to them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how close are you? She's like, I'm about 100 miles away. I'm like, it's going to happen, honey.
Happen. Especially with this. Yeah, because you know what they're going to do? It'll have 2,000 miles on it when she turns it back in?
No,
she
put an extra 2,000. I don't know what it started with, but she apparently kept track of that.
Because if she did that, well, anything over, I think, 5,000, they have to sell as demo.
Is that right? Yeah. Well, maybe we should drive to New Orleans.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, they got to figure their shit out, and it's not the dealership. I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at the service guy at all. I'm mad at Chrysler.
Lee Iacocca.
Yeah, I'm like, they obviously don't give a shit. If they did, they'd probably be a little bit more expedient on getting the parts or having the parts more available. I got to imagine it's the same stereo that's in her car, that's in my truck. I have a Dodge truck. She has a Chrysler car. That's all the same shit. It's like, you got to have these somewhere, people,
Oh, they do. And I've worked for a Chrysler dealership, and I can tell you right now, I can't believe they haven't gone out to
another car and yanked one out of it.
Yanked it out, brought it in, and just wait. And rather than then they would just put that car as a hold car and take it out of inventory
until they get the radio to put it back in.
That, but that keeps a happy customer.
Right. Well, maybe I haven't gotten pissed enough. Maybe that's the key, because I haven't.
Which is hard to believe.
Well, right. I'm a volatile individual.
You know what? She's riding, and honestly, why?
Right. Well,
it's one of those things.
That's the thing. If I get pissed off at anybody, I'm going to get pissed off at Mike.
Why are they not putting her in the same car, a 300?
Well, I brought that up today. I'm like, do you want me to get you a different? Because if it wouldn't take a 10-minute phone call for me to call up there and just chew somebody's ass and be like, look. If you can't get that car right, at least her loaner car better be the exact same car that she's driving right now. It could be a different color.
There's no way they would do that because her car is more optioned.
Oh yeah.
Than what they would.
It could be close, at least a similar model. Like
again. I mean, it's not Expo Pens. I wouldn't waste my time on it.
Right. Well, yeah.
Well,
I would. It's not choose your battles, I guess.
I would be fine. Everyone knows it's not hers. So what's the difference?
Right.
I mean, I would just drive that bucket. And
that's what she's
doing.
Say
fuck it.
And I think she's pretty much trashed it. Not trashed it, but she's not too concerned about. Yeah, she's not concerned about being clean in it. So it's pretty dirty. They're gonna have their work cut out for them whenever they go in to get it prepped to put it back out there for the next asshole.
Like I said, they're gonna have to put it on their used lot, or they'll have to. They'll ship it to their other store.
I was gonna say it might have come out of their lease department or something. Anyway.
No, they get.
They got a pool.
They took a brand new car.
It would have been a brand new car initially.
Yeah.
And then it's brought in, and it's cheaper for them to have that kind of stuff than to have like Enterprise come in and be their rental.
Because they used to have Enterprise, and they threw them out like a year and a half ago or something.
And same with the dealership I worked for. And they used their own cars, and then they had this little whiny girl that would that ran that office. And but they had every kind of car.
Our neighbor's son runs the rental operation, or he did until he went back to college. Brian.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Brian.
Yeah. Well, that's not the kid's name, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So
what's his social security
Yeah.
527-555-1117.
Fuck you. But that's just how that works. And then I would just fucking drive it, man. Who gives a shit? It's probably getting better gas mileage.
No, she hates it. She says the gas guzzler. But I looked at the thing. I drove it one time, and I was like, "You're crazy." I think it's got a smaller tank than what she's used to, because she thinks she's filling it up a bunch, and it's
that car's got a 16.
Here's the thing,
gallon,
though,
and her car's got a 20 or 22.
I kind of agree with you. Who gives a shit? Just drive whatever. It's a new car, But you're paying a payment or whatever,
right?
Or you paid for
totally
the car that you want,
payment and a half,
and now you've gone a month and a half driving
that you're not driving. You haven't put no miles on a car in a month and a half,
right?
And honestly, right now you've basically, as far as like NADA or whatever, I've
lost depreciation. I've lost however many thousands of dollars off of that car.
No.
Yeah. It's a new car. It's depreciating crazy.
It's depreciating anyhow. But
it sits on a lot, and I make payments.
Mm-hmm. But you're not putting any miles on it.
Well, true. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you would have 2,000 more miles on this car, on your car.
I don't think that's going to make it be a, quote, low mileage vehicle or anything.
No.
You're not
keep doing it.
Well, yeah.
But I get Jared's point that it's kind of the principle of the matter. It's like, look, I'm paying payments on this car. You've had my car for a month and a half. How hard could this be? That's kind of what goes through my mind. And the other,
you're just replacing parts.
Right. The testament to this dealership and to the service rep, Mike, guy calls me every day.
Or Adolf if he was German.
He calls me every single day. And
What's up, man? What do you have for breakfast?
Well, that's how our conversations go now. But the first 3 weeks, it was like, I'd answer the phone. Hello, this is Mike. Just giving you an update on your car. And I'm like, yeah, Mike. Yeah, great. What's going on? And so that was the first 3 weeks.
Why does he sound like he works for Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah. And then now the past 3 weeks have been, I answer the phone. Hey, Mike. I don't even say hello. And he's like, what's going on? Just calling with the update. It's just we've become friends,
right?
Honestly, through this thing, and it's he's a good kid. He's I think he just had a baby too. So I mean, he's a good, hardworking young man, and he that's how much I know this guy because I've talked.
Does he listen to the podcast?
No. I'm going to work on that though. Maybe I'll talk to him about that tomorrow when he calls. But no, so it's not his fault. It's not. I don't think it's the dealership's fault. It's Mopar. I firmly believe it's all Chrysler Mopar.
Well, I can tell you the people at the think tank that is Mopar Parts over in Hazelwood. Yeah, that's a basket of fucks. That's what that is.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, we've talked cars and car parts enough.
Probably
bore our listeners.
Boring to a lot of folks listening.
Yeah.
And so we apologize. We're gonna hit the old drawing board and try to come up with something riveting, something just that's gonna blow your mind.
Wieners. Actually, we're gonna do an on-air live colonoscopy of me.
Oh wait, of you?
Of me. Next episode. Next episode, we're gonna jam a 9mm camera, 8mm camera, one of those reel-to-reels, in my ass, and we're gonna see how far it goes up.
Feeling this is so that's probably not gonna happen. So tune in next time
to see what actually.
Who's got a reel-to-reel anymore?
Of course, it can't happen.
But in the meantime, tell us how pissed off you are at us about this boring ass episode. I mean, I think this is the kind of shit we talk about. And sometimes we just don't have topics, and this random crap happens like this. It's all good.
Half the problem too is I'm not drunk enough.
Well, we need to work on that.
If I was shit-faced right now, fellas and ladies, or lady, I should say, I can't believe there's more than one of you out there listening, but and then I'd be slurring and like trying to.
Well, maybe I'll drink another Coors Banquet.
Oh God, no! Drunk. That's death.
But check us out. On the social media stuff, at Load This Podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. LoadThisPodcast@gmail.com if you want to send us an email or just comment on our social stuff about how pissed off you are right now that you've just wasted 51 plus minutes of your life listening to us. I
can't get that back.
Yeah, drone on about random shit that you may or may not care about.
Hey, you got to mow your lawn somehow,
right? Mm-hmm. Right. Hopefully,
it's listen to us or listen to a mower, and people are like,
anyway,
fucked up.
As usual, Fuck the Cubs.
Hey, look at that.
There.
We did it.
Yeah, almost fucking chimed in. That looks great. Almost there.
The meters are in sync. All right, until next time, I'm Jared.
I'm Ryan.
This is Joe.
And get a load of this.
I don't know
or at
what
least
else
can
we're
edit,
gonna talk about beyond
Can
beer.
edit anything.
But,
Shape of the bottle.
you know, we
Does it fit in an asshole?
Depends on the asshole.
Yeah.
well,
You got to drill a hole in the bottom so it can come out.
doesn't it always depend on the asshole?
If it's in you and then there's like a suction, then you have to drill a hole.
Yeah, because if you pull it out without drilling a hole, it'll
You're
like
gonna
pull your whole spleen out.
prolapsed asshole. Yeah, drill a hole, and then normally you should have a safety word for that as well.
Well,
but
yeah, I mean, I would imagine. I mean, can you? No, I can't imagine. Can you imagine?
No.
I mean, like, all right, hey, Doc. You know, I mean, you go. That's a.
How about the fucking ride there with a bottle in your ass? You're like, oh my god, I want to sit in the seat and I can't put the belt on. I'm nervous. You have to lay in the back.
Imagine if you get the hiccups and a bottle in your ass.
You're farting in it. Oh, you ain't gonna want to pull it out yet, Doc.
You might want to put a mask on, then drill the hole and clear out for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. You know, I've been bottling for a while. Jesus Christ, that's terrible.
Oh, that's tough. I don't know if you want to put this on the outtakes or not, man. It's pretty rough.
We'll see.
But that shit happens, man. The emergency room stories.
That happens?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They jam
There's a
all
whole
kinds
TV
of shit
show.
in their asshole. Yeah,
But
what
is it a
fits in
regular bottle or is it one of these shorties?
I don't know.
It's a
These
40 ounce.
It's a whole
It's a Vest 3-liter bottle
Colt 40.
full of
3 liter.
One of those water service bottles that you put on top of the bubbler cooler.
yeah, and it's full of water too.
Yeah. It'll fit.
Yeah.
No, that's horrible. This is horrible.
Oh, well.
All right, we ready?
I guess so.
Okay, I don't know.
As ready as
Yeah.
we'll ever
Let's
be.
do this.